Hey guys, it's a team all on Vanguard, and today for our first deck profile, we've got Reese's Gear Chronicle deck.
Alright, so for the starter, we run Gungear Draco Kid. He is Generation Break 1, put it to Soul, and Counterblast 1, and you can search for a grade 3. So yeah, just really good when just to get a grade 3 to your hand for Stride Fodder. Then run, obviously, 4 Chrono Jet Dragon. Generation Break 2, it gains plus 5k when it attacks, and your opponent can't call grade 1s to the Guardian Circle from the hand. Grade 1 or above, should I say. So it's really good late game. Obviously, if they can't use perfect guards, so it just have to use grade 0s. And if you get a 10k booster behind this, it's for 26 a turn. So yeah, really good pressure. Next we run the Legion Ruin Disposal Dragon. Pretty much when it legions, you rewind a card, which, if you don't know what rewind is, it send a rear guard from your opponent's side of the field to the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, and when it attacks as well, it gains plus 2k, so if you're in Legion, it's always going to be swinging for 22k.
It's good beater, that's why.
So yeah, and it also can fill up the soul, obviously, if you ride on top of it, so, for the cards in the deck. So, that's the grade 3s. For grade 2s, we run the Legion for the Legion mate. Pretty much, when he's on rear guard, you can Soul Blast 2, and your opponent can't call grade 0s to the Guardian Circle.
It's really good.
So again, just limiting guard, and late game, dump all your triggers on this if they drop a perfect guard or something, and yeah, it's going to really put a lot of pressure on your opponent.
It's basically a 9k Silent Tom.
Yeah, pretty much. Next, for Steamfighter Amber, when she's boosted, or he's boosted, you can Counterblast 1 and rewind your opponent's rear guards. It doesn't even have to, it's not an on-hit effect, it's just when it's boosted. And you have to be on Generation Break 1. But yeah, really good. Just,
Lost the focus here.
Have you?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 3 of the 12Ks. The only reason I run 3 is because he's not 12k when he hits a rear guard, he's only on Vanguard, and it's Generation Break 1 as well. Some people do like to take out an Amber for another one, but it's really up to what you want to do. For grade 1s, for Steam Breath Dragon. Pretty much when you use this for Stride, it gains plus 2 grades, so it counts as the full cost, so it becomes a grade 3 when you use it for Stride. And then when it's placed on rear guard, you can reveal a grade 3, add a grade 3 to hand, and discard a card. So you can, if you don't have Chrono Jet Dragon in your hand, you can just search for it. And then we run 4 Summit Crest Gearwolf. Pretty much whenever you rewind one of your opponent's rear guards, this gains plus 3k, so a lot of the time it's going to be a 10k boost. Obviously, if you put it in a column with the 12k attacker, that makes 21k column, which is hitting really nice numbers. As long as your opponent's not cross-ridden, but we're not exactly in that meta. And then obviously you put it behind your Vanguard as well, can hit really nice numbers. And then run 2 of the Soul Blast to draw a card. Just
draw engine.
Just really good. And then we run 4 perfect guards. I only actually have 2 of the damage on flipping ones at the moment, but it depends really what. If you go against a lot of the X's, you might not want to run that because the damage on flipping one, because it can only guard for your Vanguard. So obviously the X, it attacks rear guard, so you might want to run this one instead. Trigger lineup. I'll get rid of these first.
Oh, tech him for the cross.
Pretty standard. 8 crit.
Says real.
4 draw. Pretty much this draw, when you put it to soul, you give something 3k. And then 4 heal.
Onto the strides.
Now for strides, we run 2 Kronos Command Dragons. Pretty much the skill is, when it hits, you can Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 1, discard a card to send all of your opponent's rear guard to the bottom of the deck. Really good anti-aggro card. Obviously, it's going to force perfect guards, definitely. And if they don't have a perfect guard and they have a full field, then they're either going to have to guard a lot or let it through, and you're going to minus them 5. So, yeah, really good card.
It's pretty standard.
Yeah. 2 Ragnarok, if I had another 2 I'd run them, but I don't have them at the moment. Pretty much it's the Persona Blast stride, so when it attacks you can Counterblast 1 and unflip another copy of it from your G-Zone. And your opponent can't call grade 0s to the Guardian Circle. And then if you have 2 or more face up in your G-Zone, it gets +1 crit as well. So like really good mid to late game card for the final push. If you know they don't have a P-Guard, then obviously you go stride into this. If they do have a P-Guard, you're not going to stride into it for reasons, like you'll just stride into that and try and force the P-Guards. So yeah, and then for Lost Age Dragon, I would only be running 2. Obviously these 2 will be taken out for 2 more Ragnaroks, but pretty much you use this as the first stride, as it doesn't cost anything. When it hits, you rewind one of their units, so it's just, you know, really it doesn't cost anything, and yeah, it's just what you'd stride into first. So yeah, that's the deck. It doesn't take that much skill to play, if I'm honest. You just need to know what to stride and when. It's really about knowing what your opponent... Try and figure out what's in your opponent's hand, remembering what they've drive checked and stuff. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, that was my Gear Chronicle deck. Updates after set 2, I guess.
We'll have another one soon when it's fully complete after set 2,
Yeah.
Wave Gear Chronicle. So cheers for watching and subscribe for more.